Contestant number 2 is Robert Schaff. Prepared for anything? Prepared for anything, Robert Schaff.
I watch a lot of disaster movies. All kinds of disasters, from Armageddon to the zombie apocalypse. And in all these movies, all these disasters, there's always that one guy that knew it was coming. He tried to warn everybody, but they wouldn't listen. Madam Contest Master, Mr. International President, fellow Toastmasters, sometimes I feel like we're living in one of these movies right now. You hear something on the news that catches your ear, a problem with a nuclear reactor, Ebola virus in Texas, and you think, wait, is this really happening? Should I be getting ready? Friends, I am not ready for a real zombie apocalypse, but there are people out there who are getting ready right now. They believe the disaster's coming, and they're making plans. We call these folks preppers, and that's what they're doing. They're prepping for the disaster that they believe is about to come. Their motto is, be ready, because it's only a matter of time. Now, these preppers might have a point. Maybe they're seeing the signs, like that guy in the movie. But I'm not ready to join the ranks of preppers yet, and I'll tell you why. First of all, to be a prepper, you need to have serious survival skills. You need to be able to stay alive, out there, on the move, off the grid. You need to be able to take care of the big three of survival: food, water, and shelter. And you need to do so while society is collapsing all around you. And the advanced prepper will not only have these skills, they have plans in place. They have a cabin in the woods, far from likely targets, with backup water systems and ammo buried underground. Well, I don't have any of these things. I've never been hunting. I did hit a deer with my car once, but you can't count that. I have been fishing, and the results were not encouraging. I don't think that's going to keep me alive. For me, my big three of survival are reservations, credit cards, and GPS. I used all three of those things just to get here tonight. So I don't think I have the survival skills needed to be a prepper. The second reason is that to be a prepper, you need to be really good at packing. You see, every prepper worthy of the name has what it's called his BOB, his bug-out bag. And the idea is, when things start to go bad, the floodwaters are rising, you just grab this bag and you go. And this bag has everything you need to survive on the move. Everything you need. One bag. Well, that idea is terrifying to me. I don't even like packing for vacation because I can't decide what to bring and what to leave. This summer, we went on a vacation just to Cape Ann, Massachusetts. It was a 4-day trip. It took me 1 week to pack because I couldn't decide what to bring and what to leave out. We might go swimming, but we might go hiking. We might go on a boat ride, but we might go out to dinner. Well, packing the bug-out bag has to be just like that, times 1,000,000. My wife is a very fast packer, but that's because she relies on me for anything that she forgets. She'll be like, hey, do you have an extra sweatshirt? Well, I have 2 sweatshirts. I wouldn't call it an extra sweatshirt. All right, go ahead. My daughter's a very fast packer too, and that's because she doesn't make any decisions at all. She just keeps packing more and more bags. For our 4-day trip, she brought 4 suitcases and a carry-on. But she did look fabulous everywhere she went, I must admit. So bugging out is not for my family. Now, there is an alternate strategy that some preppers use, and that's called bunker up. In the bunker up strategy, you lay in supplies, food, and bottled water, and candles, and batteries, and you try to ride the storm out right where you are. And this strategy appeals to me because the main skill that you need is grocery shopping. And I consider grocery shopping one of my strengths. In fact, all of us in New England have this skill to some degree. You'll see it practiced anytime there's snow in the forecast. Do you ever go to the grocery store, you haven't heard the weather, and you get there, the parking lot is mobbed, angry lines, empty bread line, people fighting over the last eggs, and you're like, hey man, what's going on? Someone grabs you, haven't you heard? It's going to snow! Oh, better get some milk. The bunker up strategy works in a small disaster. But what I learned from watching The Walking Dead is that in a really big disaster, this strategy doesn't pay off. If you're the guy sitting on a big mountain of food, eventually the angry mob will find you. So we can't bug out, we can't stay. But the most important skill that the prepper needs is the basic willingness to prepare. That commitment to buck society's trends, because people will make fun of you. People will say you're wasting your time, your money, and your energy, spending all your time preparing for something that is not likely to happen. Well, friends, not only am I not prepared for these unlikely events, I am very often unprepared for things that I know are going to happen. Things that happen the same time every year. Things that people have circled on the calendar for me. Tax deadlines, anniversaries, Valentine's Day. That one always sneaks up on me. And there are serious consequences to these lapses, and yet, year after year, I find I make the same mistake. So, if I can't be prepared for those real life events, I have very little chance of being prepared for the zombie apocalypse. Instead, I'm going to go with the plan that I always go with. I'm just going to continue to hope that things are going to be okay. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and hope for the best. But if things do start to go bad, if that warning bell starts ringing so loudly that even I can hear it, then I'll see you all at the grocery store. Madam Contest Master.